Esteemed shareholders, CMD and directors, good morning and a very warm welcome to the 60th annual general meeting of your company. I am Yogesh R. Chabra, Company Secretary of your company. As per Article 47 of the Articles of Association of the company, Chairman of Directors shall be entitled to take chair in the AGM of the company. So I request our CMD, Shri K. Sadashiv Murthy, to preside over the proceedings. Thank you, sir. Members are requested to take note of the following for smooth conduct of the meeting. The facility of attending this AGM through video conferencing mode is being available on first come first served basis. All members who have joined the meeting have been placed on mute by default. Once the question and answer session starts, the name of the speaker shareholders shall be announced who had registered themselves to speak at the meeting. Facility of e-voting at the AGM for shareholders who have not cast their vote through remote e-voting is available till conclusion of this meeting. Now I would request Chairman of the AGM to start the proceedings. Over to you.
Dear members and distinguished guests, good morning. I welcome you all on the occasion of 60th annual of the company. At the outset, I take this opportunity to introduce the fellow members of the board present here. To my right, Dr. Yogesh R. Chabra, Company Secretary. Madam Aarti Bhatnagarji, Additional Secretary and Financial Advisor, Government Nominee Director. Shri Vijay Mittal, Joint Secretary, Government Nominee Director. Dr. K. Shiv Prasad, Independent Director. Shri Ramesh Mavaskar, Independent Director. To my left, Shri Rajesh Kumar Dwivedi, Director Finance. Shri Jay Prakash Srivastavji, Director Engineering and R&D. Shri Krishna Kumar Thakur, Director Human Resources. Shri Tejinder Gupta, Director Power. And Madam Bani Verma, Director Industrial Systems and Products. Dr. K. Shiv Prasad, Chairperson of Board Level Audit Committee and Stakeholders Relationship Committee, and Shri Ramesh Patlaya Mavaskar, Chairman of Nomination and Remuneration Committee, are present at Annual General Meeting. Shri Vijay Mittal, Joint Secretary, MHI, Government Nominee Director on the board, is also a representative of the President of India, representing 63.17% of total paid-up equity share capital of the company. Representatives of our joint statutory auditors, Shri Kamal Kumar Chandulka of Messrs. ABP and Associates, Shri Raghavendra Goyal of Messrs. PSMG and Associates, Shri Vijit Bedmutha of Shri SL Chhajad and Company, LLP Bhopal, and our cost auditor, Shri Vijendra Sharma of Messrs. Vijender Sharma and Company, are also present in the meeting. Shri Akhil Rotangi, Practicing Committee Secretary of Messrs. Akhil Rotangi and Company, Secretarial Auditor, BHEL, and Madam Ashu Gupta, Practicing Company Secretary of Messrs. Ashu Gupta and Company, Scrutinizer for the remote e-voting and e-voting at AGM for the 60th AGM, are also present at the meeting. As informed by Company Secretary, I declare that as per Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013 and MCA Circular dated 5th May 2020, requisite quorum is present, and as such the meeting is in order. The annual report along with notice and instructions for e-voting have already been sent to all the members through email as permitted under the law, and the same is also available on the website of the company and stock exchanges. Further, all efforts feasible under the circumstances have been taken by the company to enable members to participate and vote on items being considered in the meeting. In terms of the MCA and SEBI guidelines circulars regarding conduct of the meeting through VC, whereby physical attendance of the members at the meeting has been dispensed with, there is no requirement of appointment of proxies, and accordingly the facility for appointment of proxy has not been made available for this meeting. pursuant to sections 171 and 189 of the Companies Act 2013, register of directors and KMPs and their shareholding, and the register of contracts or arrangements in which directors are interested are available in electronic mode for inspection at the meeting. Members who have registered themselves as speakers can raise queries relating to the items of the notice. However, the company reserves the right to restrict the number of questions and number of speakers depending upon the availability of time as appropriate for smooth conduct of the AGM. Now, with the consent of all the members, I take the notice of this meeting as read, as the same has already been sent to the members through email. There are 10 agenda items as per the notice. I would further like to inform that Director's Report and audited accounts for the year ending 31st March 24 have already been circulated to the shareholders, and with your permission, I shall take them as read. Further, there is no qualification given by the statutory auditors, and there are nil comments from C&AG auditors. Now I request Company Secretary to read out the observation in the Secretarial Audit Report and management reply thereon.
Thank you, sir. There is one observation in the Secretarial Audit Report, which is that the number of independent directors on the board was less than half of the total strength of the board as required under Regulation 17(1) of the Securities and Exchange Board of India, listing obligations and disclosure requirements regulations 2015 and para 314 of the DP guidelines on corporate governance. The management replied thereon, I'll read now. BHEL being a government company, all the directors are appointed by the President of India, acting through the administrative ministry, and as such, appointment of requisite number of independent directors is beyond the control of the company. Further, the company has been in constant communication with its administrative ministry requesting for appointment of independent directors on its board so as to ensure compliance with corporate governance norms enunciated under the Securities and Exchange Board of India listing obligation and disclosure requirements regulations 2015 and DP guidelines on corporate governance. The matter of filling up of the vacancies of independent directors is under process at the end of Government of India. Now I request Chairman Sir to take up the Chairman's speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed shareholders, good morning and welcome to the 60th Annual General Body Meeting of Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. As your Chairman and Managing Director, it is my privilege to address you on this momentous occasion. I am delighted to report that BHEL has not only maintained its market leadership, but also has made significant strides in project execution, innovation during the fiscal year 24. The Indian economy continues to show robust growth, driven by domestic demand, consistent policy measures, and infrastructure development. These factors have created numerous business opportunities which BHEL is capitalizing on. Let me share some key highlights of our performance. We have achieved our highest ever order book of rupees 77,907 crores in the year 23-24, with remarkable growth in both power and industry segments. In the power sector, we secured orders worth 55,642 crores. On our industry segment, which saw its highest ever order inflow of rupees 21,951 crores. Our thermal business has been seen a resurgence, securing orders worth 9.66 gigawatt and achieving a 100% market share. We have received orders from non-fossil sector, including contracts in defense, transportation, and transmission. Our after-sales service business continues to generate a steady stream of orders across various customers and geographies. Coming to our financial performance, we posted a revenue of 22,921 crores for the year 23-24 with a PAT of rupees 260 crores and EBITDA of rupees 1,201 crores. We have also made significant progress in project execution, commissioning several important projects both domestically and internationally. These include the Matri Superpower Thermal Power Station at Bangladesh, renewable energy projects in Gujarat and Mauritius, and the commissioning of flexible operations capabilities at various thermal plants across the India. Looking ahead, we are focusing on several strategic initiatives to drive growth and innovation. We have established Central Procurement Cell for timely and cost-effective procurement of packages for the projects, a unified procurement cell for consolidated procurement of raw materials and commodities. This should enhance our efficiency and reduce costs to the company. We entered the coal gasification sector through a joint venture with Coal India Limited. We have signed a technical assistance and licensing agreement with General Electric Technology, Switzerland, for the gas turbines market. We are diversifying into a large size pump motor sets for lift irrigation schemes. We are forming partnerships with global OEMs to explore opportunities in the defense sector. We are actively participating in the consortium bids for high voltage direct current HVDC business in the transmission domain. We remain committed to quality and sustainability. Our business excellence journey has been a remarkable success with the 10 units of BHEL participating in the prestigious CIA Exim Awards 23. We are also making significant strides to our environmental initiatives aiming for net zero emissions by 2047 through our Harit BHEL initiative. We are continuously ensuring good governance in our functioning and proper implementation and compliance of corporate governance norms to protect the interest of the shareholders and other stakeholders. In conclusion, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our customers, business partners, Ministry of Heavy Industries, employees, board members, and you, our shareholders, for your unwavering support. I am confident that our strong foundation, dedicated workforce, and strategic vision, BHEL is well positioned for a bright future. Thank you all for your attention. Now, taking the proceedings further, with respect to e-voting, in line with MCA and SEBI regulations, the company has arranged for e-voting at AGM on all agenda items to be passed in the meeting as per the AGM notice, and the same has been activated on commencement of the meeting. Any query with regard to agenda items will be taken after Company Secretary explains the procedure for e-voting of the agenda at the AGM. Now, I request Company Secretary to explain the proceeding for e-voting.
Thank you, sir. Pursuant to the provisions of Section 108 and other applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013, read with Companies Management and Administration Rules 2014 as amended, and Regulation 44 of SEBI Listing Regulations 2015, the company had provided remote e-voting facility to its members on NSDL e-voting platform in respect of businesses to be transacted at the annual general meeting. The remote e-voting period commenced on 9th August 2024 at 9 a.m. and ended 21st August 2024 at 5 p.m. Further, as mentioned, the company has also arranged for e-voting at the annual general meeting. Ms. Ashu Gupta, practicing company secretary of Messrs. Ashu Gupta and Company, has been appointed as the scrutinizer by the board for scrutinizing the remote e-voting process and e-voting at this AGM. It is requested that only those shareholders who have not cast their vote by remote e-voting should cast their vote by e-voting at this meeting. The combined result of remote e-voting and e-voting at this AGM will be put up on the company website within the statutory period. Subject to receipt of sufficient votes, the resolution shall be deemed to be passed on the date of this annual general meeting. Now I would be reading the resolutions proposed to be passed at this meeting. Item number 1 is adoption of annual financial statements. Resolved that the audited standalone and consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2024, together with the board's report and auditor's report and comments of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, be and are hereby adopted. Item number 2, declaration of dividend for the financial year 2023-24. Resolved that a final dividend at the rate 12.50%, that is rupees 0.25 per share of rupees 2 each on the paid up equity share capital of rupees 696.41 crore as recommended by the board of directors be and is hereby declared out of the profits of the company for the year 2023-24, and the same be paid pursuant to the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. Item number 3, reappointment of Ms. Aarti Bhatnagar as director. Resolved that Ms. Aarti Bhatnagar, DIN 100655528, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers herself for reappointment, be and is hereby reappointed as director of the company. Item number 4, reappointment of Shri Krishna Kumar Thakur as director. Resolved that Shri Krishna Kumar Thakur, DIN 1017266, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment, be and is hereby reappointed as director of the company. Item number 5, fixation of remuneration of auditors for financial year 2024-25. Resolved that pursuant to provisions of section 139(5), read with section 142 of the Companies Act 2013, the board of directors of the company be and is hereby authorized to fix the remuneration of the auditors of the company appointed by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India for the year 2024-25. Item number 6, ratification of remuneration of cost auditors. Resolved that pursuant to the provisions of section 148 and other applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013, read with the Companies Audit and Auditors Rule 2014, including any statutory modifications or reenactments thereof for the time being in force, the remuneration of the cost auditors, that is rupees 15.76 lakhs, appointed by the board of directors of the company to conduct the audit of the cost records of the company for the financial year ending on 31st March 2025, as set out in the statement annexed to the notice convening this meeting, be and is hereby ratified by the shareholders of the company. Resolved further that the board of directors of the company be and is hereby authorized to do all such acts, deeds and things as may be considered necessary, proper or expedient to give effect to this resolution. Item number 7, appointment of Shri Tejinder Gupta as director. Resolved that Shri Tejinder Gupta, DIN 10327530, who was appointed as an additional director pursuant to Article 67(4) of the Articles of Association of the company, read with section 161(1) of the Companies Act 2013, with effect from 20th September 2023, to hold office up to the date of this annual general meeting, and in respect of whom the company has received a notice in writing from the director himself pursuant to the provisions of section 161 of the Companies Act 2013, be and is hereby appointed as director of the company in line with the applicable statutory provisions, liable to retire by rotation. Item number 8, appointment of Ms. Bani Verma as director. Resolved that Ms. Bani Verma, DIN 10337787, who was appointed as an additional director pursuant to Article 67(4) of the Articles of Association of the company, read with section 161(1) of the Companies Act 2013, with effect from 9th October 2023, to hold office up to the date of this annual general meeting, and in respect of whom the company has received a notice in writing from the director herself pursuant to the provisions of section 161 of the Companies Act 2013, be and is hereby appointed as director of the company in line with the applicable statutory provisions, liable to retire by rotation. Item number 9, appointment of Shri K. Sadashiv Murthy as director. Resolved that Shri Kopu Sadashiv Murthy, DIN 09184201, who was appointed as an additional director pursuant to Article 67(4) of the Articles of Association of the company, read with section 161(1) of the Companies Act 2013, with effect from 1st November 2023, to hold office up to the date of this annual general meeting, and in respect of whom the company has received a notice in writing from the director himself pursuant to the provisions of section 161 of the Companies Act 2013, be and is hereby appointed as a director of the company in line with applicable statutory provisions. Item number 10, appointment of Shri Rajesh Kumar Dwivedi as director. Resolved that Shri Rajesh Kumar Dwivedi, DIN number 100488893, who was appointed as an additional director pursuant to Article 67(4) of the Articles of Association of the company, read with Section 161(1) of the Companies Act 2013, with effect from 19 June 2024, to hold office up to the date of this annual general meeting, and in respect of whom the company has received a notice in writing from the director himself pursuant to the provisions of Section 161 of the Companies Act 2013, be and is hereby appointed as a director of the company in line with applicable statutory provisions, liable to retire by rotation. Now I would request Chairman Sir to explain the objective and implications of the resolution.
Resolution numbers 1 to 5 pertains to ordinary business, which includes adoption of annual financial statements, that is, audited standalone and consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year 31st March 24. Approval and declaration of dividend for financial year 23-24. Reappointment of directors retiring by rotation. Madam Aarti Bhatnagar, Government Nominee Director. Shri Krishna Kumar Thakur, Director Human Resources, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers themselves for reappointment. And fixation of remuneration of the auditors of the company appointed by the CAG of India for the year 24-25. Resolution 6. Resolution number 6 pertains to special business to ratify the remuneration of cost of auditors for the financial year 24-25. Resolution number 7, 8 and 10 pertains to special business to appoint Shri Tejendra Gupta, Madam Bani Verma and Shri Rajesh Kumar Dwivedi as directors, who were appointed as an additional directors since the last annual general meeting. Explanatory notes, statements for the special businesses are already available in the notice to the AGM, which is also annexed in the annual report. For resolution number 9, I request Shri Vijay Mittal, Joint Secretary, MHI and Director of BHEL Board, to take the chair and explain the objective and implication of resolution.
Resolution number 9 pertains to special business for appointment of Shri Kopu Sadashiv Murthy as an additional director since the last annual general meeting. Brief profile of Shri K. Sadashiv Murthy is already available in the explanatory statement of the notice of the AGM, which is also annexed in the annual report. Now I request our CMD to take the chair.
Now I will take the views and queries from the shareholders who have registered themselves as speaker and will respond at the end. I request Company Secretary to call the speaker shareholders.
I think we have the moderator, Mr. Abhishek Mishra from NSDL for the Q&A session. I would now request the moderator to connect the shareholders one by one. So first, I would request the moderator to connect Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf.
Mr. Santosh, you are connected now. Kindly unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf.
हेलो, हाँ जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर।
एक मिनट। हाँ, माननीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक मंडल के सदस्यगण, अधिकारीगण और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ कलता से आप सभी को राम राम कहता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ आप लोग सब इसमें अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में होंगे। सर, मैं सेक्रेटरी और उसकी टीम का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ। काफी अच्छा रिलेशन और कोऑर्डिनेट रिलेशन रखते हैं, उनको भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ। सर मैं 78,000 उन एम्प्लॉय और वर्कर का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत का फल है आज हमारी कंपनी इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट दे रही है। सर 78,000 कर्मचारियों, भाई बहनों और डायरेक्टर की फैमिली का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, जो उनके बैकबोन के रूप में सदा उनके साथ में खड़ी रहती है, जिससे हमारी कंपनी में अच्छा काम आ सके। सर आपने अपने वक्तव्य में काफी कुछ बताया, मेरे 2-3 चीजें हैं। एक तो सर इस साल अपने कैपेक्स प्लान क्या है अपना 2-3 साल के लिए, उसके बारे में बताइएगा कि फ्यूचर में हम अपनी इनकम और ग्रोथ बढ़ाने के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं। और सर कोई नया प्रोडक्ट या नई टेक्नोलॉजी आपने की तो सर बताइएगा। सर सर अभी देख रहे आर्टिफिशियल टेक्नोलॉजी का जमाना है, तो उसको अपनी कंपनी में किस तरह यूज कर रहे हैं जिससे अपनी कंपनी की ग्रोथ आगे बढ़े सर। सर अपने करीबन 16 प्लांट हैं, तो और 29 ऑफिसेज हैं। तो मैं चाहूंगा जो प्लांट्स और ऑफिसेज हैं, इनके रूफटॉप पे क्या आपने सोलर पैनल इंस्टॉलेशन की व्यवस्था की है? अगर की है तो उसकी प्रेजेंट कैपेसिटी क्या है, और अपनी प्रोजेक्ट जो कैपेसिटी है वो टोटल यूटिलाइजेशन में कितना परसेंट पार्टिसिपेट करती है, ये बताने का कष्ट करिएगा सर। सर जो प्लांट आदि है, वहां पे क्या अपना एनर्जी ऑडिट करवाते हैं कि भी एनर्जी ऑडिट करवाए जिससे अपनी कॉस्टिंग पता चल के एक्स्ट्रा नहीं है? उसी के साथ में सर फायर एंड सेफ्टी ऑडिट का भी क्या व्यवस्था है, वो भी बताइएगा सर। सर एक सीएसआर अपने करता करते हैं, तो आजकल बहुत गलत सी एनजीओ बाजार में आ गए। तो मैं चाहूंगा सीएसआर की भी ऑडिट हो कि जो पैसा आप सीएसआर के लिए दे रहे हैं और जिस पर्पज से दे रहे हैं वहां चीज से खर्चा हो रहा है निकल रहा है। ये भी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है सर। और सर कार्बन इमिशन के लिए इस साल कितना रिड्यूस किए हैं, और जीरो कार्बन इमिशन का क्या टारगेट है, इसके बारे में बताइएगा सर। सर अपने एजी जो है उसकी क्या रेटिंग करवाई है, और उसके साथ में कहीं डेजिग्नेट प्लेटफॉर्म पर हमने उसको लिस्टेड करवाया है, तो बताने का करिएगा सर। सर मैं एक आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा सर, अपने गवर्नमेंट की कमी है, फीमेल को परसेंटेज बढ़ाइए सर। फीमेल परसेंट इम्प्लाई की बहुत कम है वर्कर की। ये मत समझिए कि वो काम नहीं, वो जब 100 किलो का भार उठा सकती है सर, ये तो कुछ नहीं उनके सामने में। उनको मौका दीजिए। आपके डायरेक्टर में 30%, 33% आपने रखे हैं, लेकिन एम्प्लॉयमेंट के अंदर आप 5% एवरेज में चल रहे हैं सर। ये बड़े, क्योंकि वुमेन को एम्पावरमेंट करना बहुत जरूरी है सर। अगर वुमेन को एम्पावरमेंट आप जैसी गवर्नमेंट कंपनियां नहीं करेगी, तो हमारी वुमेन आगे कैसे उन्नति करेगी सर। सर कुछ डिस्प्यूट केसेस है, उसके बारे में विचार करिएगा, काफी लंबे हैं, तो अपनी लीगल टीम को कहिएगा कि इसको कैसे कैसे सॉल्यूशन किया जाए। और सर फॉरेस्ट इनकम कितनी है, इसके बारे में बताइएगा सर। मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा। आप जितने भी हमारे डायरेक्टर भाई बहन हैं, जितने भी हमारे कर्मचारी भाई बहन, 78,000 कर्मचारी भाई बहन हैं, उनको उनके परिवार को खाने से लिए 2024-25 की शुभकामना देता हूँ, और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ वह आने वाले त्योहार बड़े आनंद से और खुशी से मनाएंगे। और कर्मचारी का विशेष आभार करता हूँ जो हर हमारे कंपनी में योगदान करते हैं सर। अगले साल सर बीसी मीटिंग रखिएगा, जिससे हम आपके प्रति जो भावना है अपनी प्रकट कर सके, 78,000 जो प्लस कर्मचारी उनके प्रति भी प्रकट कर सके, और कुछ अच्छा बुरा पूछना भी हो तो आपसे हम इंक्वायरी कर सके। जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्कार।
Namaskar, sir. I'll request the moderator to connect Mr. Ajay Kumar Jain.
Mr. Ajay, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question.
हाँ, नमस्कार चेयरमैन साहब, मैं दिल्ली से अजय कुमार जैन कंपनी का शेयर होल्डर बोल रहा था, और मीटिंग में जुड़ने का उद्देश्य अपने यशस्वी चेयरमैन साहब की स्पीच सुनना था। और जितना आपने मीटिंग से पहले एक जो वीडियो चला रखा था उसको देख के काफी हद तक पता चल गया था, एक अच्छा आपने वो अरेंजमेंट किया था, और कंपनी का सचित्र जो चलचित्र विवरण था वो देखने को मिला। सर आपने अपनी चेयरमैन स्पीच में कहा कि इस बार हमारा हाईएस्ट ऑर्डर बुक है, यही आपकी सबसे बड़ी क्वालिटी है, और इसमें सहायक है आपका अनुभव और एक मार्गदर्शन जो दूर की सोच है, और साथ में इतना अनुभवशाली आपके साथ जो बोर्ड है, और एक हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का ये है कि आत्मनिर्भर भारत, मेड इन इंडिया भारत, और एक रिस्पेक्टेबल हमारे मंत्री जी हैं जो हैवी इंडस्ट्रीज के, उनका भी निर्देशन आपको मिलता है, जिसके कारण आपने ये टारगेट को प्राप्त किया है। सर आपने अपनी स्पीच में थर्मल के बारे में 100% बताया, इसके लिए मैं आपको शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। रेवेन्यू भी बहुत अच्छा बढ़ा सर आपका, उसके लिए ये आपकी कड़ी मेहनत और पूरी टीम की मेहनत है। और सर आपने बताया कि जो हमारे इंटरनेशनल प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, चाहे वह बांग्लादेश हो चाहे मॉरिशस हो, वो है ये आपके जो, इसके लिए आपने जो क्वालिटी मेंटेन रखी है, जिसके कारण हमें ये सब प्रोजेक्ट मिलते हैं, उसके लिए मैं आपको भी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं सर। और सर सबसे बड़ी बात आपने जो चलचित्र के माध्यम से बताया था कि हम अपनी कंपनी का R&D पे 2.5 से 3% खर्च करते हैं, यही आपकी सबसे अच्छी स्ट्रेंथ है सर। जब तक हम कोई एक नई चीज को नहीं डेवलप करेंगे और उस पर पैसा नहीं खर्च करेंगे, यही आपकी दूरगामी सोच का नतीजा दिखाती है। और सर इसके साथ साथ आपने एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में भी चिंता व्यक्त करी और उसके लिए भी आपने कंपनी का बहुत अच्छा सोचा कि किस तरह हम एनवायरनमेंट की रक्षा कर सके, ये भी आपकी एक अच्छी सोच लगी मुझे। और सर आपने एक अच्छा डिविडेंड दिया है, और जो आपने अपनी मीटिंग स्पीच के दौरान बताया, तो मैं एज ए शेयर होल्डर ये कल सोच सकता हूँ कि आने वाला जो 2024-25 का वर्ष है, वो एक आपकी मुस्कुराहट और लगन से ये महसूस होता है कि शेयर होल्डर के लिए कोई ना कोई सुखद या अच्छा समाचार हमारी कंपनी की तरफ से मिलेगा। आज आपने इस सभा में 10 प्रस्ताव रखे हैं, और जो भी नए डायरेक्टर्स इस सभा में रीअपॉइंटमेंट के लिए आए हैं, और उनके पास होने के बाद जब वो अपॉइंट करेंगे तो आपका परामर्श देके आपका सहयोग बढ़ाएंगे और इसका लाभ कंपनी को मिलेगा। सबसे ज्यादा जो मीटिंग में जुड़ने का उद्देश्य था कि आज मैं बहुत अपने आप को सौभाग्यशाली समझता हूँ कि मैं अपने यशस्वी चेयरमैन साहब का रीअपॉइंटमेंट हो रहा है सर, और मैं उसमें मीटिंग में सहभागी हूँ। ये मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा गौरव का क्षण है, क्योंकि आप जैसा डायनेमिक चेयरमैन जब दोबारा रीअपॉइंटमेंट होके बोर्ड में आएंगे तो कहां से कहां कंपनी को लेके जाएंगे, ये आपकी चेयरमैन स्पीच में रिफ्लेक्शन हुआ। सर आपके निर्देशन और दिशा निर्देश के अनुसार सीएस टीम ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया। उन्होंने इस मीटिंग को औपचारिकता न समझ के जिम्मेदारी निभाई है सर। एक हफ्ते से उन्होंने तैयारी करी है सर, और रोज परस्यू करा है। मीटिंग चालू होने से पहले, मीटिंग के बीच में, ये लगता है आपका दिशा निर्देश था जिसको आपकी टीम ने ऑनर्ड किया। सर ये माध्यम बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे आपका। इसी माध्यम से देखिए ऐसा लगता है कि मैं तो आपके साक्षात सामने बैठा हूँ। इतना अच्छा आपने प्रेजेंटेशन दिया है सर, इतना अच्छा इसकी लुक आ रही है, जिसको देख के एज ए शेयर होल्डर मैं प्राउड फील कर रहा हूँ। आने वाला समय मेरी यशस्वी चेयरमैन और उनकी टीम का होगा। इसी आशा और विश्वास के साथ नमस्कार, जय हिंद।
नमस्कार। मॉडरेटर प्लीज कनेक्ट मिस्टर राकेश जैरथ।
Mr. Rakesh, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question, please. Mr. Rakesh? Mr. Rakesh, you are requested to unmute yourself. Yes.
Yes. Hello. Is it audible? Hello. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Good morning, CMD sir. My best wishes to you for conducting your first AGM as CMD. Then good morning to all the directors on the board. A warm welcome to newly elected Director Finance, Mr. R.K. Dwivedi. Then good morning to CS Dr. Yogesh Chabra. My best wishes to you also for attending, rather organizing this AGM as CS first time. No doubt you have a wonderful team with you. Sir, now my question is, what are the major partnership initiatives taken by the company during financial year 2023-24? That's it, sir. Namaskar. Have a good day. All the best to BHEL.
Thank you, Rakesh Jaraji. Moderator, I would request now to please connect Mr. Naveen Jain.
Mr. Naveen Jain, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question, please. Mr. Naveen Jain?
Good morning, Chairman sir, board members, company secretary sir, and all my secretarial team. First of all, I would like to congratulate the BHEL complete management team that the shareholders get extensive benefit of its wealth by raising the percentage growth of more than 200% in its share value. And I was really thankful for the management team for such a wonderful performance. And I am looking forward for the beautiful growth in the share price market. Although it is not the control of management, but the perceptions and the results, the company is showing really fantastic. And heartfelt, I would like to congratulate all the members and executive members and other production related teams. So my only question is that there is the very high manpower cost in comparison to its revenue. That is when it go through the balance sheet, it is around 25-26% of the revenue. So I think this is the not at par with the industry, and this is a manufacturing industry. 25% of manpower purchase looks very high. So what are the plans of the company in the future to make the manpower cost at a moderate level? So that's my only question. And thank you so much for this wonderful AGM and secretary team also for regular coordination with the all stakeholders. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Navinji. Moderator, please connect with Mr. Sachin Baid.
Mr. Sachin Vaid, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question, please.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Thank you for providing me the opportunity to be part of this AGM and allowing me to ask a question board and the chairman, sir. So my question is like, what are the efforts being taken to execute the Vande Bharat trains order by the company?
Thank you, Sachinji.
Thank you.
Moderator, please connect with Chirag Bhai, Praful Bhai.
Mr. Chirag, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question, please.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I am Chirag Prafulbhai Chaniara. Congratulations to the whole team of BHEL, Chairman Sir, all the employees, all the board of directors for the past performance of last year. It was tremendous year even for the shareholders too. My question is what will be the drivers of business growth for next 3 to 4 quarters?
Okay, sir. Noted. Thank you. Moderator, please connect with Mr. Shailendra Pandey.
Mr. Shailendra Pandey, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question, please.
Hello, sir. Is I audible?
Yes.
So, first of all, at the outset of this 60th annual general meeting of the company of Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to the respected chairman of the company and the board of director and other respected distinguished members presented at this board meeting. So, my submission before the respective chairman and the board of director is to please explain us with your guidance that throw some light that how company is thinking, what are the steps that the company has taken to improvise the execution of the project. And the second thing, sir, that what is the company is thinking to increase the profitability of the company. If you see that the revenue has been increased 3 times compared to the previous year, 25,000 to 72 something. Whereas if we see the PAT, so our PAT has been decreased comparatively, in comparison to increase of our number of revenue. And the second thing, sir, as a electricity service provider or in the domain of the electricity generation or the certain equipments, how the company is planning to enter into, in renewable energy, and whether the company has also planning to manufacture the panel for renewable energy or so and so. That is the things only, sir. And once again, I will thanks to congratulate our finance team and the secretarial team for presenting such a good annual report before the shareholders. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Moderator, please connect with Mr. Vipin Jain.
Mr. Vipin Jain, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question, please. Mr. Mr. Vipin Jain.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate board and entire team of the BHEL for the steady results during the last financial years. And thanks for the consistent dividend we are getting. Sir, as per the last year P&L, BHEL has approximately 3% overseas business shares to the tune of 692 crore rupees. And I this due to our company has commissioned two thermal power projects of 660 megawatts in Bangladesh, as the chairman sir has already pointed out in his speech. Sir, in this context, I request you to enlighten the members the impact of political unrest in Bangladesh on our company's international business. 3% is very handsome business share. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak at the AGM and good wishes to BHEL. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vipinji. Moderator, can you please connect with Mr. Kevin Hetan Kadakia from Sundram Asset Management Company Limited?
Sir, we have one more speaker. Shall we allow?
Yeah, but first, can you connect the person from Sundram Asset Management? Is Mr. Kevin Hetan available?
Yes, sir.
Can you please connect?
Mr. Kevin, you are unmuted now. Kindly go ahead to ask your question.
Yeah, hi. Good morning to the chairman, directors, and the entire management team. Hope you are well, and thanks for the opportunity to ask a question at this AGM. I have three questions. Firstly, if I could get an understanding on the progress on coal gasification after the government announced, viability gap funding of 8,500 crores in Jan of this year. Also, specifically, the MOU signed between BHEL and Coal India for setting up coal to ammonium nitrate project. That's the first one. Secondly, if you could just help elaborate on the opportunity pipeline in the industry segment across transmission, railways, and defense. And specifically for each of them on transmission, if you could just help us understand in value terms the opportunity, given we have 3 to 4 HVDC lines that are likely to be built out, and historically, what has been our market share in this? On the railways front, what is the upcoming pipeline for Vande Bharat? And also the opportunity for supplying propulsion systems, transformers, and traction motors for Indian Railways. And lastly, on defense, if you could elaborate on in value terms the opportunity on the super rapid gun mounts. We obviously received an order in FY24 as well in air defense guns and marine gas turbines. Lastly, on the nuclear front, there is focus from the government to triple capacity from 7 to 21 gigawatts by F32, and also the recent union budget announcement on R&D for small modular reactors. What could be the capex cost for SMR in megawatt terms, and the opportunity for BHEL in value terms for SMR? These are the questions. Thanks once again for the opportunity. Have a good day and best wishes.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin Hetan Kadakia. And I think, sir, considering the time available and the registrations received in this regard, we have heard the speakers already. So I think we can proceed ahead with the meeting, sir.
I have taken the note of the views, queries raised by our esteemed shareholders and will be responding the same after a short break of 5 to 6 minutes. Thank you. Welcome again. Our shareholders have asked questions about the operations of the company with respect to some of the following aspects, which I will repeat again. Business growth in next 3 to 4 quarters, steps taken to improve project execution and profitability, our capex planning, technology partnerships and use of emerging technologies like AI, status of Vande Bharat order, female employee presentation, CSR and solar plants capacity installed across BHEL, status of energy, safety and fire audits. Firstly, with regard to business growth in next 3 to 4 quarters, a very good order book receipt in FY24 made our outstanding order book in excess of 1,35,000 crores. This provides us a robust source of revenue for the next couple of quarters. Further, we also expect the momentum in orders to continue on account of rising power demand, modernization of rail transportation, impetus on Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense sector, and capacity expansion in core sectors of the country. With respect to the improving project execution, which is a key, liquidating order book into the revenues, various initiatives are taken by the company in this regard. We have standardized our engineering, the major packages for procurement and our erection and commissioning protocols, thereby streamlining these activities towards faster and efficient execution. On procurement front, we have consolidated procurement across all the regions through establishing central procurement cell for faster and efficient procurement. Also, we have taken some advanced manufacturing actions for timely in-house procurement for long lead items. We have also empowered our project directors at site for taking quick decisions and implemented improved incentives for manpower posted at sites. On improving profitability, profitability is essentially linked to the increasing the revenues and reducing the expenses, especially the material cost. In this regard, we have initiated some actions, and with a healthy order book, faster execution of the projects, we expect to increase our revenues in coming quarters. For reducing material cost, as I have stated, centralized procurement cell is implemented for timely and cost-effective procurement, both in the procurement of the packages as well as bulk buying of raw material and commodities for manufacturing units. We are also further focusing on engineering optimization to reduce materials and services cost. Some of the examples like boiler structure material reduction, ESP weight reduction, CHP layout optimization, etc. On manpower cost, which has been stable since last couple of years at BHEL. Going forward, we expect the manpower cost to remain stable at around 5,500 crores, with increasing yearly increment DA, fresh induction, etc., which will be compensated by the superannuation. For capex proposals, in last year we have already invested 287 crores towards modernization and upgradation of our existing facilities, as well as in the new areas for FY24. In the current year also, we are planning to invest more than 200 crores towards our manufacturing capabilities and in all the areas like defense, thermal, transportation, nuclear. We consider partnerships as our key strategic levers for enhancing new business opportunities. Besides our strategic partnerships in current business areas, we have entered into a coal-to-chemical business through a joint venture company, Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemicals Limited with Coal India, to set up a 2,000 tons per day aluminum nitrate plant using BHEL's in-house developed PFBG technology. Also, we have formed partnerships with global OEMs to explore opportunities in defense sector, specifically for air defense guns and marine gas turbines. Besides signing technical assistance and licensing agreement with General Electric Switzerland, we have also entered partnership agreements for new areas like railway signaling business and for electrolyzer systems for hydrogen production. Regarding adoption of new technologies like AI, we have trained more than 750 employees in these areas and have initiated projects like machine-oriented learning application, MOLA or IIoT platform for effective usage of machine tool assets and machine learning model for predictive inventory valuation. With regard to Vande Bharat order of railways execution, all the engineering and procurement works for this Vande Bharat project are in progress. Prototypes of some of the equipments which are to be manufactured by BHEL, like transporters, traction motors, transformers, traction and auxiliary converters, are already manufactured and undergoing testing at various facilities at our place. As far as geopolitical development in Bangladesh is concerned, we do not envisage much implications as we have almost completed our project 2 into 660 megawatt Maitri thermal power station, and very few resources are left at site which are deployed for completing the balance works. With regard to representation of female employees, BHEL's recruitment policy is in line with the government directives. Despite our being primarily a manufacturing setup, BHEL has around 6% of its workforce employees as on 31st March 24. Further details on a female employee related data points are already published in our annual report 23-24 at Annexure 5 of the board report. With respect to CSR expenses, we have spent during 23-24 around 401 lakhs we have spent in CSR, which are from the carried forward projects from the previous year, as CSR budget for 23-24 was nil in line with the statutory guidelines. Further details in CSR are already published in our annual report 23-24 at Annexure 4 of the board report. The total capacity of solar power plants installed in various units of BHEL is approximately 35 megawatt, which includes rooftop as well as ground-mounted solar plants. During financial year 23-24, a total of 321.71 lakh units of solar power was generated through these plants. Regarding a question on status of energy audit, safety audit and fire audit, it may please be noted, during financial year 23-24, energy audits were successfully completed in 9 units and more than 50 energy conservation projects were completed. For safety audit, BHEL manufacturing unit and power sector regions have system of conducting HSE audits at 3 levels: corporate level, unit level and external audit. For fire audit, security agencies, CSF for larger units or BHEL or private agencies for other units regularly conduct mock fire drills. Fire related issues are covered under HSE audit. Further details on the above are already published in our annual report 23-24 in annexures 4, 5, 7 and 8 of the board report. Now I will take up the queries raised by the shareholders in advance and request Company Secretary to read out the queries.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. There are certain similar queries raised in advance to us through emails. These queries primarily pertain to the major orders expected from the railway business or major efforts in the defense sector, and also like what is the impact of Israel-Hamas conflict on BHEL's international business, what is the current position of contract assets and liquidation, about the ESG communication for listed entities and BHEL taking steps towards the environment and sustainability. Then there is a question on initiatives for increasing the business potential in spares business. BHEL plans to contribute to the national coal gasification mission, and what role BHEL envisages for itself in the hydrogen economy. There is a question on projected power sector ordering in the current financial year FY25 and next 2 to 3 years. Steps taken by BHEL for diversification from coal-based to other businesses. With regard to the new order pipeline, what steps BHEL is taking for timely execution of the orders, collection of payments, which is the key for improving the gross margins. So I would now request CMD sir to please provide the replies on these queries received in advance through email to us. Sir.
As the Company Secretary read out the queries received in advance mainly pertains to power sector ordering in next 2 to 3 years, steps for timely execution and improving liquidity, major orders expected in railway business, major efforts in defense business and spares and service business, BHEL plans for coal gasification business and hydrogen business, diversification in non-coal business, and steps towards environment and sustainability. In power sector, the main business driver is rising peak demand. As per the government estimates, more than 280 gigawatt of coal-based installed capacity will be required by 2032 from current 216 or 217 gigawatt. Considering around 30 gigawatt of under construction projects and 10 gigawatt already ordered last year, we expect around 24 gigawatt ordering in next 2 to 3 years. In hydro segment, currently we are pursuing around 3 gigawatt of tenders, and in nuclear power segment, a significant bulk order for TG package on fleet mode is expected in 2 to 3 years. As I have already spoken about the steps taken by the company to improve project execution profitability in response to the questions asked earlier today. Faster execution and expeditious closure of punch points will help us the improving liquidity. Besides focus liquidation of old contract assets, new orders taken with a better payment terms leading to lower accrual in contract assets. We are also taking focused time-bound actions for liquidation of the project milestones for realization of retention money. In railway business, opportunities for long-term maintenance of 6,000 HP freight locomotives and 900 kilowatt push-pull type of passenger locomotives are expected. In rail signaling, Kavach system, which is a big opportunity, and BHEL has already received the vendor under approval status from RDSO and is eligible for prototype development, which is under development. An agreement has been signed with a technology partner for expediting the development of prototype for Kavach. In defense business, in FY24, BHEL received orders for 20 upgraded SRGM. The company is augmenting its capacities for upgraded SRGM. We have also submitted a bid for air defense gun tender and are technically qualified by Indian Army for NCNC trials for the same. We are also addressing other opportunities like marine gas turbine, heat exchangers in the defense sector. We have taken various initiatives for improving our competitiveness and delivery in spares and services business and have secured orders worth 3,500 crores during last year. In this spares and service business domain, we have established 35 long-term spare supply agreements and long-term service agreements with our esteemed customers. These agreements, coupled with BHEL's initiative to stock some fast-moving spares through advanced manufacturing actions, have enabled the company to provide shorter deliveries to our customers. We are working on new opportunities in this domain and have secured orders worth 35 crores in flexibilization business, 70 crores in non-BHEL spares business last year. As I have already spoken about our JV with Coal India Limited, and that marks our entry into coal to chemical business area. In the domain of hydrogen economy, we are working on various elements of its value chain. We are currently exploring electrolyzer manufacturing, fuel cells, and manufacturing of Type 4 cylinders for hydrogen storage. Our focus on diversification and capitalization of new growth opportunities has resulted us in securing orders worth 25,000 crores from non-fossil area sector last year. This includes Vande Bharat order of around 14,000 crores and India's biggest hydropower project of 2.4 gigawatt at Dibang. We are further pursuing the opportunities in nuclear power, pumped storage, rail transportation, defense and aerospace, and other emerging areas like coal to chemicals and hydrogen business. Our environment and sustainability front, BHEL has been providing the ESG disclosure in business responsibility and sustainability report as a part of annual report since FY 21-22. BHEL's premises have abundant green cover with more than 40% of total land area covered by the greenery and water bodies. We planted over 3.1 lakh samplings in last 5 years, including 81,000 plus samplings last year itself. The company is targeting to become a green company through its Harit BHEL program that aims for net zero emissions for 2047, transforming BHEL into a green PSU. You may also refer Annexure 4 and 5 of board's report to know further details of steps taken by the company towards environment and sustainability. On impact of Israel-Hamas conflict on BHEL's business operations, since there is no active project in Middle East as of now, as such there is no impact on our operations. At the last, I may again say there may be some of the shareholder queries which could not be addressed due to paucity of time or these were not directly related to the agenda items as mentioned in the notice. These are being replied separately through email. Now I request Shri Jaiprakash Srivastavji, Director ER&D, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you. I feel honored to have this opportunity of proposing vote of thanks on the occasion of 60th AGM of BHEL. First and foremost, I extend my sincere thanks to our privileged shareholders who have spared their valuable time for attending this 60th annual general meeting of the company through video conferencing. We look forward to your relentless support, which will assist us to take your company to even greater heights. I also thank our CMD, government nominee directors, independent directors, and fellow functional directors for being present in the meeting and making it successful. Special thanks to the administrative ministry officials who have supported the company throughout the year in our journey of growth. I would also like to convey my gratitude to our auditors and scrutinizers for attending the AGM. This event of conducting AGM through video conferencing is organized in-house. So I thank all of our in-house event organizers, that is Company Secretariat, Corporate Communication, Corporate HR and Administration, Corporate Strategic Management, Corporate Digital Transformation Department, and all other departments, support staff, directly or indirectly associated with this event, who have left no stone unturned to make this event of conducting AGM through video conferencing a great success. Let us all carry forward the spirit of collaboration, innovation, growth and progress that is defining the BHEL of today. Thank you all once again, and let us look forward to another successful year, FY 24-25 of BHEL together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.